Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. It's 6 a.m. here in White Beach in Boracay Island in the Philippines, and I'm going on my morning walk. It's a little bit cloudy this morning. This time of year, it's summertime here in the Philippines. A viewer actually asked me what's the weather like here March and April. Well, this is a sample of weather here on the island here during the summer months. It could just all of a sudden downpour, but like the downpour, it only lasts for 30 minutes, and for the rest of the day it'll be sunny, or in the middle of the day there'll be another downpour, but most of the time it'll go back to being sunny. The beach, I noticed this morning, it's on low tide and I don't see the algae for some reason. Yesterday there was a lot of algae on the beach, but this morning, as you can see, there's not much algae. I don't know where it went because I know that's a concern for a lot of people when they have the algae bloom here in Boracay Island. But this morning, as you can see, the algae is gone. March until May is considered summertime here in the Philippines. You don't really get into the rainy season until about July. The first week of July is normally the start of what's considered the rainy season here. And from July to December, we can get hit by a typhoon. Typhoon is similar to a hurricane in the United States. We can get hit by a typhoon anytime during July to December. But this time of year, March to June, rarely will it ever we see a typhoon in the Philippines. But you know how it is with the climate change, you just never know. But you can expect summertime to be nothing but sunshine, especially here on the Boracay Island. One thing I noticed yesterday, the hotels on here on Front Beach, they start putting out those beach beds back on the beach. I saw like 3 different areas where they were putting out beach beds, and those have been removed here in Boracay, especially here on Front Beach, since the rehab. They did the rehab of Boracay 5 or 6 years ago. I know many foreigners have been wanting to get those beach beds back here in Boracay. They think it's affected the tourism here because they like laying down on those beach beds. So I guess they're coming back to Boracay Island. These are the beach beds that I was talking about. They have an umbrella that comes with the beach beds. This is at the Henan Crystal Sands. And these beach beds, they weren't allowed here in Boracay Island since the closure. So at least 5 or 6 years that these beach beds haven't been allowed. So now they're coming back here in Boracay Island. This video I'm doing this morning is about adapting to the Philippines. This is gonna be for people that's done their 30-day recon here in the Philippines, have visited the Philippines several times, and now have decided to make that move to move here to the Philippines or retire here in the Philippines. It's a lot different when you finally decide to move here to the Philippines or retire here in the Philippines, instead of when you're just visiting for 30 days. Once you decide to move here and retire here in the Philippines, you're gonna really have to start budgeting your money, because on your vacations here in the Philippines, you just have a tendency of spending a lot of money, thinking everything of value in dollars. A lot of people that come here, they always, when they go eat in a restaurant or when they spend money here in the Philippines, they're always comparing it to thinking using dollars, and they're always thinking, wow, the Philippines is so cheap, you know, everything is so cheap here. But you have to start getting out of that mentality once you decide to move here. You have to start thinking of everything in pesos. That way you'll be able to save money when you come here and retire. I actually started to communicate with a viewer, and he's thinking of moving here in the Philippines. He said that social security age already and receiving social security, but his thing was he's on a tight budget. He's not getting a lot of social security. My main concern with a person retiring here in the Philippines on a budget is the medical care, having medical insurance. I can't stress enough how important that is here in the Philippines. I know many expats come here without medical insurance, but I think that's just a risk not worth taking, because one medical emergency here in the Philippines can set you back really bad. And I've seen it happen. I've seen expats here end up being in a hospital and they can't even pay their hospital bill, and they don't even have a way of getting back to the United States, and have asked for other expats to donate and help them. That would be my main concern for people wanting to retire here in the Philippines, because I don't want anyone to come here and not be successful. Meeting the wrong Filipina here could really end up in disaster. That's why it's best to just come here and get to know the Philippines first, get settled down before you even think of getting serious with a Filipina. A big red flag is when you meet a Filipina and she starts asking you for money. You don't want to be a human ATM for your Filipina or her family. There are a lot of things here in the Philippines that you'll have to adapt to. You'll have to have a lot of patience here in the Philippines, because here everything takes time. You're gonna have to get used to long lines. I'm talking long lines at the grocery, long lines at the ATM. If you go to any government agency, it's gonna be long lines. Something that you're probably not used to from where you're coming. You're also gonna have to adjust to the poverty that you're gonna see in the Philippines, because it's hard to avoid. Anywhere you go, you're gonna see some level of poverty. the food here takes some time to get used to. A lot of rice, a lot of fish, you know, not common in the Western world. There's a lot of stray dogs. If you're a dog lover like me, it's hard to see sometimes. There's still open sewers that you will see, and there's just smells here that it's hard to describe. You know, it's like, I guess until you're here, you're gonna smell some things that you probably have not smelled in your life. And of course, if you have a Filipina girlfriend, more likely she's gonna fry some dried fish, and that's an unforgettable smell in itself when you smell dried fish. The traffic here in the big cities like Manila and Cebu is probably traffic that you haven't seen when you live in the United States. It's a different level of traffic. And then of course, if you're brave enough to drive here in the Philippines, the driving here will be a big challenge. It took me almost a year to get used to the driving here in the Philippines. My last recommendation is make sure when you come here or decide to retire here in the Philippines that you have a plan B, because it's not guaranteed that when you get here that you will like the Philippines. Even if you've had several trips here to the Philippines, it's a lot different when you go on vacation here than when you finally decide to move here, because that's when you're gonna really see if you're gonna enjoy the Philippines. Like the clouds are clearing up here, and it's turning out to be a good sunrise. This is just my favorite time of the day here in Boracay Island. These early morning walks just makes me happy. Watching people here just enjoying the beach already. You see runners, you know. I'm gonna be running here pretty soon because I started to jog a little, and yesterday I did some laps on the swimming pool. So I'm getting really close to getting back to running again on this beach, and that has me very excited. Thank you for continuing to watch our channel. Dazzle and I, we truly appreciate your support. Take care, everyone.